Hello, dear viewers. Today, we're discussing a highly important and tense topic, the conflict between Iran and Israel, which has once again taken center stage in global politics. This conflict has deep roots, strategic interests, and potentially far-reaching consequences. Since the Islamic Revolution in 1979, Iran has adopted a staunch anti-Israel stance, refusing to recognize Israel as a legitimate state. In return, Israel views Iran as a serious security threat due to Tehran's nuclear ambitions and its support for militant groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. One of the main points of tension is Iran's nuclear program. Israel believes that Iran is striving to develop nuclear weapons, despite Tehran's claims that the program is peaceful. In response, Israel has carried out covert operations including cyber attacks and assassinations of Iranian scientists aimed at slowing down Iran's progress. In 2024 to 2025, the conflict escalated to new levels. Iran has been accused of supplying advanced weapons to Hezbollah and coordinating attacks on Israel through proxy groups. In response, Israel has repeatedly launched airstrikes on targets in Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon that are linked to Iranian influence. The most dramatic moment came in April 2024, when Iran launched dozens of drones and missiles directly at Israeli territory. The first time such a direct military strike had occurred. Israel retaliated with strikes on facilities in Isfahan. This marked a new chapter in the open confrontation between the two states. The Iran-Israel conflict could easily spiral into a broader regional war, drawing in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and potentially the Gulf states, the United States, as Israel's ally, and Russia, as Iran's partner, could also become indirectly involved. This threatens to destabilize the entire Middle East, raise oil prices, and worsen the humanitarian crisis in the region. Even if you live far from the Middle East, this conflict affects the whole world through rising prices, increased migration, and new waves of international tension. There's also a growing risk of cyber warfare, propaganda battles, and expanded economic sanctions. The Iran-Israel conflict is not just a clash between the nations. It reflects deep geopolitical rivalries, religious divisions, and the struggle for influence in one of the most strategic regions on Earth. The future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The world must seek diplomatic solutions before things spiral out of control. Subscribe to the channel, like the video if you're interested in global affairs, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.